instead of Joanne, correct?
Correct. Right.
And was Joanne going to another job?
I think Joanne's had to do some other duties from what I know.
So she's staying in the same place? In the same, she's employed by children's home?
As far as I know, Charles, but I mean, I don't work directly with Joanne, so, you know.
So she's not gonna be here?
Here? I
Today.
assume not, right? Or is she?
I have no idea whether or
Okay.
not she's in.
Yeah, I can't speak for Joanne. I know I'm here because we're all
Who else is
scheduled.
gonna be here?
Who else is it? Somebody from the MIT team, I think, correct?
I believe somebody from the Met.
I don't know which one though, Charles.
And who else?
I believe Alicia.
Alicia, myself, Clyde's here. Anybody else?
I'm not sure.
Without looking, you know, at the whoever accepted.
All right,
Charles.
which other room?
Huh?
Where were you meeting, in the hallway?
I think.
I believe it'll be this room.
Is it
I
open?
just don't know if it's open yet.
Well, can we get it open?
It's open.
It's open.
Is it open? Okay, we'll see.
Okay, cool.
And Alicia, we'll get down here in a second, so. Charles, is that why you called me earlier, Charles? I did see
No,
it.
no, I didn't know anything about this treatment team meeting until Joanne texted me when I was in an appointment with Clyde.
Oh, okay.
And she said, listen,
I'm sorry I missed your call.
but she said,
Didn't intend to.
she said, remember your treat, and so I'm not gonna use any, I gotta not use F words, 'cause that just feeds the fire, so, reminder, yes, well, there's no reminder since I was never told in the first place. And so I'm told, and I texted her this morning, I said, listen, I haven't seen you all week, and you have to have eyes on, so what's your objective? And that was, I don't know, it was earlier. And then the next thing I hear, and then I said, well, I'll be gone from 1 to 3. No, 1 to 3:30. And so then I don't hear nothing from her. Then she says, reminder. So, how do you explain that? Mark, how long have you known about this treatment team meeting?
Well, was it, we got the invite maybe a week ago,
And I've talked to you since then, haven't I?
yeah.
And you haven't mentioned anything about it.
Well, maybe not. You're right.
No, I know absolutely not. Neither has Joanne. And let's see, I went to the grocery store.
Did anybody else tell you?
Nobody, listen, I'm in the dark. So, like I saw, my word is credible. My word is credible. And so, Haley and Chantel, they took me to the store.
Did we all think somebody else?
And no, listen, I don't think that's it. I think you all, this is what I think. I think y'all communicated, yes, you're organized and you communicate.
Yeah.
And it's to not communicate with me. How else do you explain everybody knowing for a week? And I've been.
So if I thought, this is between you and me, if I thought you didn't know, I would have brought it up.
All right.
So I thought you did. If we didn't communicate well with you to let you know, then that's on us.
There was a miscommunication on the end to it.
But
Right.
I wouldn't have withheld this from you because I knew you were coming.
You knew what?
I knew you were part of it, so I wouldn't have intentionally withheld it from you. Is what I'm telling you.
Right.
Or
And so how do you explain Joanne? This all started when I told her about my Facebook. She told me about her daughter and her losing her mind and all that. And immediately it was right. I got it all jotted down, and she immediately sabotaged. She was giving me a ride every month to get my shot. I want to make sure you get your shot. So she gave me a ride every month. Then when I told her about that, then she stopped giving me a ride. I called her up and I asked her, why do you have my inhaler? Oh, I'm dropping out. She come up with all this stuff, and the bottom line is she told me the last minute that I'm taking a cab to get my shot. And when she pulled in the driveway to drop off my inhaler, and I was walking back up the driveway, and she just got done telling me, she yelled out the window, your shot is at Smart and Behavioral Health. And it was yelled to, it was yelled loud enough that my neighbors who were outside across the street and next door could hear her. And then that was founded. And when I filed the complaint, because I knew she was doing it on purpose. And then that was founded. And I told him I don't want her to be my case manager anymore. This is it. And then I was manipulated into having her stay there. And so then, as always, I'll just go into it. As always, I've been manipulated, just like in the last meeting, to not go to any other place but Samaritan. I need water. Is there I'm gonna get a
Drink
dry
coffee in the
one.
hallway?
I'll go ask somebody.
All right, go ahead, bud.
Hi,
How are you doing?
how are you? Good.
What else we got coming today?
Joanne.
Oh, okay.
Here.
He was asking us, so I.
Yeah. Mitchine couldn't make it. He went. Yeah. What? Oh, I don't know.
I didn't bring it up, but I thought other people had, so I didn't say it. So
So when did he find out?
he said today,
Oh.
but I don't know. Did he know earlier this week, the other this week? Did he also, somebody else was telling him and it was an oopsie?
That's what it sounds like.
That's what I already told him. I said, I wouldn't have withheld it from him if I thought no one had told him, so.
Okay.
It wasn't intentional.
He knew we were doing it. He knew it was gonna be this week.
Oh, so he had something up.
Yeah,
Okay.
he called for it.
Okay. I apologize, and I should have all that. Thank you.
Is he coming?
Yeah, he's looking.
Just
for
get him a
it.
drink of water. I wouldn't have intentionally held it from him.
Oh, come up to the table
Come on,
then. You
Clyde.
don't
Yeah,
have to sit
yeah,
there.
right.
I don't have anything to say. I'm just.
Oh, stop it. Jeez, Clyde. But no, I wouldn't have intentionally withheld anything from him.
Yeah.
I told him that. I said, Charles, I thought everyone was very aware, so I wouldn't have withheld that from him if I thought he didn't know. So, but if he called it, did you say to do that?
He had requested one, what, like 3 weeks ago?
Well, he last week spoke with Tim requested one. And then,
Shouldn't really be
Yeah.
surprising. Alright. We kind of made the insinuation we were withholding this. I don't think anybody's withholding anything. Alright, bud, good.
So,
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
so I requested a long time ago that she be removed from my case, that she had ill intent. And that was the same time that Denise Bragg, it was, I don't know what. So anyway, so then Denise Bragg and Audrey Ferguson came to my apartment for the second time from TLS. And I was curious as to why they both were coming. When I just had Scott. Scott was my case manager since I got out of prison.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he changed, I got Denise Bragg and Audrey Ferguson. On their second visit, I showed them some pictures that I put on Facebook that day about this candle. I took multiple shots of a candle that was burning, had Jesus on it. It was a glass case, a candle inside, and so. Oh, so then anyway, so I showed them, and I always said the Holy God Mother, and then it showed a figure. It looked like a woman with a, I forget what they call them, a bonnet and a dress that fanned out, and it showed a mother. It was a progression, and then it said, before that I put a thing on it that said, Mother of the Heart of Jesus. And so then, they were taking them back and stuff like that. And then my phone rang, it was flipped up.